Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request. It's time for Bronson, and I apologize for all the background noise. It's the AC, because it's like 100 degrees here in Texas every day, so I apologize for the sound. But Bronson sent in a paid request. Thank you so much for that. If anyone wants to request any type of topics, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, commentaries, reactions, video game stuff, whatever, feel free to send it directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I will try to get to it as soon as I can. Now, Bronson, he asked me, what if there was a sequel to Trick or Treat, the 1986 movie? Now, for those who don't know, yes, I reviewed that film. I enjoyed it. Apparently, it's getting a Blu-ray release. I think maybe, I'm not sure 4K, but it's a Blu-ray release from, I believe, Synapse, and which is very cool because that's one of the movies people have been wanting for a long time. Pretty much it's an 80s movie where a guy who's a big fan of rock and roll, he finds his records, able to play it, and Sammy Kerr, this rocker that died in a fire, comes back, but he comes back for evil purposes, and now this heavy metal fan has to fight this demon who is fucking things up, trying to get people killed, and our lead character and his kind of eventual girlfriend had to stop him with some really good heavy metal music, some cameos from Gene Simmons, Ozzy Osbourne. Fun movie, entertaining film. Now, a sequel, I know most people, okay, if you thought of a sequel, people would go, okay, The Return of Sammy Kerr. I would actually go a different route. I would say keep the idea of a rocker coming back, but have the main characters be the other members of the band, led by Alice Cooper. Does Alice Cooper, I've seen him in stuff, if you give him the right direction and the right role, he's not that bad. Like, just him being natural, being himself, he's actually not that bad. He'd be kind of a charismatic guy. Even a little bit in Wayne's World and such. They'd just be cool, like Alice Cooper. And you'd have other band members, maybe either good actors portraying the band members or actual musicians. Take your pick on the band members. And one of their band members went bad. Went horrible, went terrible. We had to cut him off because he was doing this to fans. He was doing this awful stuff. And yeah, we're heavy metal, yeah, but we actually do care about our fans. He didn't. So he was ostracized. And that guy went into devil worship. He died in some way, shape, or form. Went crazy, nut house, however you want to put it. So, similar to the first Trick or Treat, that guy comes back, but this fan needs help. And yes, I would take notes from the original Fright Night, where you have a likable guy who he needs help, and the help he gets is from his favorite band, led by Alice Cooper. So then Alice Cooper and his bandmates have to battle the forces of darkness in order to save their fans. And I would have it be made in about 1989. So you have a soundtrack with Alice Cooper, of course, Motley Crue, Aerosmith, maybe even a little bit of Metallica, or AC/DC, and garner up the band in that way. Because in the first one you had Gene Simmons in a bit role, Ozzy Osbourne in a bit role, so I fear Alice Cooper would be, and have him have a bigger role. It'd be a lot fucking better than Monster Dog or other movies. And I just like the idea of a band going up against the forces of darkness and their evil bandmate. Who would play him? That'd be an interesting choice. Who would play the evil bandmate? Oh. How about like Henry Rollins? Henry Rollins, I think, would have fun as a villain. Because I think around the time he had the Henry Rollins band, wouldn't that be cool? Henry Rollins? I think Henry Rollins could be like a fucking evil son of a bitch villain. I think Alice Cooper versus Henry Rollins. I would see that. I would see that movie. Or who, if not him? Hmm. Trying to think who else could be part of the band. Um, I wrote. Now I'm stuck on Henry Rollins. I would have Alice Cooper versus and his bandmates versus and Henry Rollins. Take the page from later on, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, where Henry Rollins is like Billy Zane, having fun, being evil, and he's able to summon up these monsters or demons or ghouls, and our band has to fight with musical instruments, so they're stabbing them with fucking guitars. Dying is easy. Rock and roll is hard. Death by stereo. Stabbing people with guitars, stabbing them in the necks, bash them across the head, electrifying them with the amplifier, drumsticks through the eye. You can really go fun with the metal implements of death. And so that the bandmates are taking care of these monsters, ghouls, and then Henry Rollins, the Alice Cooper and the fan have to deal with Henry Rollins, and then they take care of it. Things are history with some really good heavy metal music around. Nah, I don't know if you get the same director to make it. If not, then I don't know. Could be a director in 1989. Let's see. Let's see if John Carpenter wants to do it. He's worked with Alice Cooper before in Prince of Darkness. Maybe Alice Cooper will be like, "Hey, John, you ever think of this?" Oh, you know what? Who's part of the band? He's not a musician, but I know who he'd get. Alice Cooper. And he's not part of the band, but Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper's on the drums. You teach him the drums. So it's Alice Cooper, Roddy Piper. They're friends. And it could be a 3-man band. It could be a 4-man band. And they got to deal with the forces of darkness. Alice Cooper and Roddy Piper versus Henry Rollins and his gang of Demon Knight type of figures trying to ruin rock and roll, ruin the lives of the fans, kill them, destroy them, maim them, however the case it may be. And they gotta go kick some ass and take some names. And chew some bubble gum, and they'll allow bubble gum. They had John Carpenter because he worked with Roddy Piper on They Live, worked with Alice Cooper on Prince of Darkness. I don't know if Carpenter was doing anything in '89 because John Carpenter did Prince of Darkness and They Live. And I don't think he was doing anything in '89. Either '89 or '90. Have it be in that. That'd be really cool. I would say '89. In the '80s on a bang. John Carpenter directing Roddy Piper and Alice Cooper, taking on Henry Rollins, with a great heavy metal soundtrack in the background. That'd be pretty damn cool. I want to see that movie. So, I don't know how else to put it. Dying is easy. Rock and roll is hard. I want to see that film. I wish I could have seen that film now. That'd be my idea for Trick or Treat 2. Trick or Treat 2. The Sound of Silence. No. Trick or Treat 2. Death by Stereo. Or something like that. Can't think of a better. I'm trying to think of better subtitles. Trick or Treat 2. Oh, I like the Death by Studio. It might seem cringy to people, but or just the Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn, so Death by Stereo or something. Or just Trick or Treat 2. Maybe you don't need a subtitle. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. Thank you once again, Bronson. And we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.